you guys. So my pastor sent us some scriptures today, and I want to read one of them to you. It's in Psalms 118, verse 8. It says, "It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man." And when you're trusting in someone, that means you're relying on them, depending, believing in, and upon them. Okay? So if I trust in you, that's how I feel about you. I depend on you, I rely on you, I believe in and upon you, okay? But this scripture is saying it is better to trust in the Lord. And the reason that I'm doing this video is because so many of us believers have placed our trust in human beings. And when the human being fails us, then our worlds are rocked. Or we blame God. Or we leave the church, or something else happens, but the outcome isn't good. However, our trust should have never been in the humans in the first place. It should have always been in God, right? And I will say I have been there, There was a time where I trusted in man, and once they failed me, I blamed God. And I was like, God, this is your fault. Why did you let this happen? You control everything. It's all you. I was hot. I was hot with God. But the fact of the matter is that's not true. It wasn't God's fault at all. First of all, you can't control people. That's number one. And number two, if my trust would have been in God in the first place, when this happened with the individual, it would have never broke me, And then there was a situation where I trusted in man and they failed me again. And when that happened, I was able to use that situation to actually obtain the relationship that I thought that I had with God in the first place. But really, my relationship with God was based off of that man or woman, and woman in this case. So I really didn't have a relationship with God because I never really trusted in him. I always trusted in the human, My faith was not truly in God. It was really in this human. So my relationship with God was completely based on a human being. But I'll tell you, it was one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me, because when this situation happened, the relationship was broken and I could no longer trust in that individual. I had to trust in God because that individual wasn't there anymore. So really what the enemy meant for evil, God made good, man, because that really, like I said, enabled me to really have a relationship with God myself. And I began to know who God was for myself. And that's another thing about trust. You're not going to trust somebody you don't know. So the only way that we will know God is through his word. The only way that we can know God is through his word. And I began to know God. So I'm just doing this video. It's really quick, but I'm just doing this video to say, put your trust in God. Get to know him so you can trust him. And again, the only way you can know him is through his word. So get in his word so you can trust him. Get into a church that's teaching you the word so you can begin to hear it. And then you'll begin to know who God is for yourself. God bless you. Have a wonderful night. Be encouraged. Bye-bye.